Like I'm lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, a lace and no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Throwing on first down. Cooper. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, hurry Our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Cooper now, off the play fake, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back to throw is Cooper. Throwing on 3rd and long. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Four down, check. Here we go.
Prescott gets this one to Hill. Oh, what a move. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, guys, check me out. You got 3 down. Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That is right. Hey, here we go. 180. We got 3.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 180.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
I got him. Here we go. 180. 47.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Cooper throwing on first down. He completes it to Hardline. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Cooper looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Motion, check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Cooper on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd down, Prescott. too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Please refer to promotional signings for specific locations.
Hey, go down.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, go back to 48 right now. Let's go.
26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Take 4.
Here we go. Wide eight.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Cooper on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Hot!
On first down, they run with Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Cooper now looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Motion, motion, motion! Hot! Hot!
And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Bang, 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 bang. Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw is Cooper. To throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Cooper. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Here we go. 180. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go. 180. 26.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Gun!
Here's Cooper on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 46. 46. 48. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott off play action. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Double tight. 4 down. Set. 3-19.
Cooper, a final shot before break. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Here we go. Wide 26.
Throwing, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Check 48. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Cooper throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot, hot.
Cooper now. Off play action. And his pass incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go with a keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! 4 down, 4 down. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Motion, motion, motion!
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go. 180. 186.
Now they try the right side here. Fighting ahead at the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Off the play fake, Prescott steps away. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, 180.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 180.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Motion.
Back to throw is Cooper. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Underneath to Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gun!
From the gun, Cooper toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Cooper. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Here's Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3-19! 3-19! Over! Gun!
Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And now running right through it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. To his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Wide eight. Switch and eight.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back now at Ford Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Wide eight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Green 39. Switch.
Now Cooper on 1st down. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All day, baby, all day. Gun! Check. 53's Mike.
Cooper now, operating from the gun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check 37. Check 37. Show it.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Set. Blue, landed.
Back to throw is Cooper. Off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47. Hey. Here we go. 180.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 180.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. 180.
Now Prescott. incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Everyone, wide in. Go.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
26.
To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Gone!
On 1st down, Cooper. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Back to throw. Cooper. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
We got it.
Detroit. Detroit.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Looking to throw. Cooper under pressure again, and down he goes again. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go. Wide 80.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go. Wide 80.
3 down.
26.
Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out now come the Lions. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He got 29 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. 3
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at